It's very interesting because at that time, South Africa was a very closed society. But we were fortunate to have Charles Sibiso, whose parents were teaching at the university. So he got material out of the university library that helped us to catch up. And he used to listen to BBC. We didn't have access to television at the time. So he was our international gatherer of information. So we're very much inspired by the student movement internationally. We're inspired by the Black Power movement in the United States. We're inspired by Martin Luther King. We're inspired by Malcolm X. So we drew on all of those. But we also were inspired very much by Frantz Fanon, whose writings spoke to this issue of psychological oppression. That if you allow yourself to be imprisoned, to be oppressed, you are, in a sense, acquiescing to your oppression. He anchored our thinking about identity politics and the importance of a mind that is free, even though you live in an unfree society. We also were inspired by the negritude movement with people, particularly in the West Indies, who were writing about the negritude movement, the importance of black people or people of African descent who were scattered around the world to reimagine themselves and to capture the heritage that they represent, because that is what is needed to make the world a better place.